Jim represents what a great quant can be: intellectually rigorous, hardworking, curious, and deeply committed to excellence. He has the rare ability to take very sophisticated mathematical concepts and explain them in an intuitive way.
Jim is very smart and very witty. He has a very dry sense of humor. He is a very achieved pianist. He is a polyglot. He's a wonderful person all around.
Jim is a rock star. People love Jim, and this includes students, this includes colleagues, people from industry. The way Jim teaches, it's insightful and cutting edge in very unique ways. And then Jim is fun, and there is charisma and aura about him.
Jim's the kind of person who brings out the best in you from a professional perspective as well as from a personal perspective. He's somebody who is always willing to listen. He's always willing to share his guidance.
Jim is for me something in between a guru and a teammate. Above and beyond the scientist, Jim is a great friend.
Jim is the most impactful teacher that I've had. The love of what he's doing becomes very clear instantly. He loves research, he loves teaching, and he loves the markets.
He's very generous with his ideas, with his time. Either as a collaborator or as a friend, there's always something to learn or something to think about after you finish speaking with him.
Jim was the real first big quant person that we had at Merrill Lynch. He had a very big impact on helping us to develop our equity derivative business in Europe and then eventually also globally. That passion for mathematics and theory was very evident.
Jim has contributed tremendously to the field of volatility, and beyond volatility, he had tremendous impact in terms of education through his book in 2006, The Volatility Surface.
Everybody has Jim's book, regardless what financial institution they work in.
While he was in industry, he wrote a book, which everyone in academia started using. While in academia, he created a model that everyone in industry is using. So Jim is straddling industry and academia in seamless ways. There is the before Jim and after Jim for the Baruch MFE program. Once Jim took the lead, things just skyrocketed from there.
Jim played a key role in shaping Baruch MFE into the world's best MFE program. At the same time, Jim created a culture where leading industry practitioners actively engage in teaching students. You can call it Jim Gatheral effect.
He understands that the success of their students is the success of the program. He's helping so many students, and he does it out of the fact that he really, really likes it.
After class, Jim would invite students to continue discussing the lecture in an informal setting, usually in a bar. Those conversations were incredibly valuable because it allowed us to explore ideas more deeply and ask questions freely.
Jim is a treasure. I cannot think of anyone who cares more and contributes more to the success of Baruch College than Jim.
Jim has impacted hundreds of people and inspired them to have successful careers and to continue on in the research and the work that he does.
I've learned that it was possible to be in this field, but also to have fun and to really share.
He gave me all sorts of support, including emotional support. And of course, he kept feeding me these research ideas, which kind of kept me going.
Jim taught me to stay true to myself and to maintain passions.
To many of us, Jim isn't just a professor, he's a role model. He sets a very high standard that students aspire to reach. Thank you, Jim, for being such an inspiring teacher. Thank you, Jim, for helping me confirm that I chose the right profession.
Thank you, Jim, for being in my life, for being a great friend and a great mentor.
Thank you for all of the support, all of the dinners, all of the jokes. It has been truly a blessing to get to know you, to share with you, and hopefully we can have dinner again.
Thank you for the whole set of talent and all the moments that you have provided to the community and especially to me.
Congratulations, Jim. A big hug, and I look forward to reading your next paper.
Very sincere congratulations for this award, not only from a professional standpoint of view, but also as a friend.
I will be forever grateful for trusting me and believing in me, and I'm even more grateful to call you a friend.
On behalf of our Baruch MFE community, thank you for everything you have been doing and everything that you will be doing for students and alumni. And equally importantly, thank you for everything that you are doing for Baruch College.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Jim. It is my honor to introduce Jim to you. After that video, you know that everybody loves Jim, which is absolutely true. So Jim is a great researcher. Jim's passion is research, and he has exquisite taste in problems and great instinct in how to lead to solutions, and he's advancing financial engineering. He's been doing that for over 20 years. Jim is a great educator. His classes are famous. Our alumni are using what they learned from Jim for many years to come, and the symposia after the classes, which has been alluded to in the video, are ways for alumni and students to connect, reconnect, and learn from Jim. And Jim is cool. Everybody gravitates toward Jim. He has great gravity. People are pulled toward Jim because he is cool, witty, a polyglot, just a wonderful person to be around. Now, I learned something recently from one of our Baruch College fund trustees, Leon Shivamber, who visited our Baruch MFE students. Greatness is an ecosystem. That resonated instantly. The greatness of our Baruch MFE community is rooted into the greatness of Baruch College, which is the greatest social mobility engine in the United States of America. And at the center of it, it truly is, and at the center of this ecosystem is our Jim. To our alumni and students, please raise and acknowledge Jim as we invite Jim to join us on the stage. So our alumni, students, please stand up, and Jim.
What can one say after that? Well, first of all, I've got to say how honored I am to receive this Distinguished Faculty Award. And after that video, I should probably keep this brief before we get any more stories. And now I'm especially grateful to Dan, not just for his kind comments, but especially for inviting me to teach at Baruch in the first place. That gave me the space and the freedom to pursue what had long been an academic ambition. As you can see this evening, the Baruch MFE community is vibrant, engaged, and impressively strong. It's one of these rare places where intellectual curiosity and a practical skill and genuine collegiality all seem to coexist, and I'm very fortunate to be part of it. Baruch also has a well-earned reputation for taking people from somewhere, from nowhere, and putting them somewhere. We also take people from somewhere and put them somewhere. That spirit of opening doors and creating opportunity is very much alive here and very much on display tonight, as you've seen in all these stories and videos. It helps ensure that talented students, so can we go back? Thank you. This is the first time I use a teleprompter. For that reason, the Baruch College Fund truly deserves your support. It helps ensure that talented students, regardless of their starting point, can find their way here and make the best of what Baruch offers. Supporting that mission is, I think, about as worthwhile as it gets. I'm also especially happy to see many of my former colleagues from all over the place, as you see UBS now, Merrill Lynch, SquarePoint, the list goes on, as well as friends and partners from industry. It makes the occasion all the more meaningful. It's like a big, what would you say? A big gathering, yeah. Really, so finally, as I wrote in my book 20 years ago, I continue to be deeply grateful to my wife, Yukiko, and my daughter, Ayako, for putting up with me. So let me close by saying that awards like this are really reflections of a community rather than an individual. I've been lucky to spend time in places where people are generous with their ideas, their time and their encouragement, and Baruch is very much one of these places. So, thank you again for this honor, for your friendship, and for everything that makes this community what it is. Thank you again.